you know, with friendships, yeah, you have to realize that. For me, a lesson for me was that you got to recognize your inner circle. Do you get me? You got to recognize that who are the people who are actually your inner circle. Who are who are the people who choose you, who will choose you. Do you get me? And that's not to say that people who don't aren't. Do you get me? Because everyone has allegiances to different people, to different things, and that don't mean that I don't love you. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Well, you just know that.
But I just know that in terms of my inner circle, I remember I done a little exercise one time. I was just thinking through my brethren, like who's my inner circle and that. And I was thinking that not the other people who I need to like focus on more, but fam, you gotta prioritize, fam, in life.
When you say prioritize your brethren, in what sense?
So when I say prioritize, it sounds a bit mad. Not because, fam, if I love you, I love you, and if I love you, I'm gonna try and help you. If I love you, I'm gonna try and be there for you. But I think prioritize in regards to like, so I tweet something that, man, when you focus on the people who love you rather than the people who don't, yeah, fam, your life changes for the better.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I think it's just focusing on those people and confiding more in those people and just being around those people more. Do you get me? So when I say prioritizing, I think prioritizing your time more. Do you get me?
Being around them.
Being around. Do you get me? These are your actual people who that choose you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's important, fam. Because when you go for certain situations and you clock, oh, hold on, this person wouldn't choose me. It's like, oh, do you get me? And I think that a way of not pushing them far and that being like, all right, cool, they're just not my brethren no more. It's like rationalizing in your head that no, I love them. Do you get me? And I'm sure they love me, but they will just choose.
Did it take for something to happen whereby you realized certain people weren't?
Fam. I think it's been a series of things. I think there's a series of situations.
And was there some people that you thought were
100%,
you know, and
100% facts. And fam, that's what I'm saying. If you don't prioritize that, and I think I'll say it like this: like there's the inner circle, so people who choose you. There's like the mid inner circle of people who like they can choose you, but there's also other people around them who fit that. Do you get me? Who fit there. Do you get me? There's the outer circle people who I love them and they love me, but I'm not priority.
We know what
we know what it is. Like it's not. Do you get me? And that's not a bad thing because there's still strong love there. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And I feel like doing that helped me to be like, okay, so they're not my op because they didn't choose, man. Do you get me?
Yeah, of course.
They're not my op. It's just that you had.
Yeah.
You get me?
I'm actually just thinking about what you're talking about in terms of prioritizing people and stuff like that. I don't think I do that enough. I was even I was talking to someone not too long ago just about how I'm bad at like even checking up on people and stuff like that. Little things like just be like, yo, what going like, because you know obviously like now proximity means that I'm not actually around people like that. And there's people that I love that I don't actually see in it. And if you don't shout at me, I'm not gonna shout. I'm just not the sort of person that I just don't shout at people, innit? So I have like three friends who phone me, and that's a thing, as in like that's kind of our thing, innit? And they phone me, innit? And they're always checking up on me, and for them, it's like, they're just doing it because they're just doing it. That's just what they're like, innit? And I can definitely do a better job at doing that with certain people, innit? And there are certain inner circle people that I just haven't even I haven't even seen like that, or haven't even like checked for in so long, innit? And what you're saying is ringing like it's ringing bells in my head still, because I'm thinking, bro, like I haven't even seen man in time. Like I haven't even actually gone to check on man or gone to see what going and whatnot. And obviously the excuse is now life, innit? Which is valid to a degree, innit? It's a valid reason, but it's an excuse nonetheless, innit? Because everybody's going through life, and I guess those who are in your inner circle, you want to be doing life together, innit? And that, like, you want to be involved in each other's lives to some sort of capacity, innit? So that's just, it's kind of ringing home still. I'm thinking, flip. I
think for me, the only thing that's a bit different is just that the inner circle's like family. It's one of those things where it can never be a thing of I ain't linked up with you, I ain't seen you, because it's a celebration. Like,
every time we link up,
not even being cliche, innit? And it's one of those things where it's like, raw, like, we all know the love we've got for each other, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? We're family. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's, do you know what I mean? It's never. It does definitely make sense. I feel naturally I'll spend more time with them anyway, just because of the level that we're at. So and the fact that we even got to this family status is because we've been spending
time together.
So I think for me, like, I think that's why I probably haven't, do you know what I mean, reached out. But I could definitely reach out to people a lot more. Definitely. I'm so bad at responding to messages. Like, it's actually embarrassing.
Yeah, he actually banged you out
It's
to not responding to him.
Just got to
call him.
Got to call him, bruv.
Bro, it's actually embarrassing.
I saw you put on your story the other day. Should you either?
I'll be honest with everyone. I'll be honest with everyone. I was looking for a way out, bro. I saw like a bunch of messages on my WhatsApp that I have not responded to in like a year.
A year,
bro. Like, it's actually.
I'm bad as well, but I'm just not as bad as him.
Yeah, you're better now still.
I'm way better now, though.
Yeah, you're better now.
I'm way better now.
You used to say the text me thing instead of WhatsApp me.
Yeah.
So if you text me, then I'll respond. But if you WhatsApp me,
exactly.
I'm sure you lot about text now, yeah.
But not text for me, yeah, because text is like nobody really sends long things over text like that to me. Anyway, text is always snappy, and it WhatsApp is an app. Do you get me? So sometimes it's just you go on it, it's just long.
Are they all unread?
Nah, that's crazy.
Are they?
Bro.
Nah, what the hell is that?
You might as well just delete every message.
Yeah, you might as well delete every message.
You might as well just delete every.
That doesn't actually make sense.
Start again.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense, fam.
Insane. There's no way I can go back.
Nah, there's not.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't circle back still.
So I just have to wait for someone to respond to me. And I'm like, I don't know how I didn't see that. But that's the truth, though. I don't know how I missed these messages. And you know, the annoying thing about me, is because my mind is always doing 150 miles per hour, like I see a message on my screen, and I respond in my head.
Yeah, that happens sometimes as well. Yeah.
Every single time, especially if it's one where I've requested information, and you've sent me back some information. I just see the message that I'm looking for. Cool, I've absorbed that information. I don't even think to message the person back.
Bloody hell, man.
It's actually mad.
Are people getting onto you for that?
Mode. Oh yeah. Do you know what it is as well? Even the people that haven't been getting onto me make me feel worse about it.
Yeah, it's true, because they're holding it quietly inside.
And the thing is, I don't even know if they're definitely holding it, because they might even just be like, oh no, do you know what? We know you're busy, whatever. But even that, it's like, no, man, I'm sorry, man. Like, because I do want to mess with people, bro.
No, I hear you. And I think the family thing. Obviously, that's like the same sentiment, isn't it? But like, I think that's something that you can sit in and be comfortable in, and then because of that, not. You know what I mean? Actually extend the hand in it, or do you?
Even like you said, like you're saying as well, the family thing as well. Yeah, it's like
Decency.
In my sister, for example, I don't need to. I don't even talk to my sister that much. To be fair, I see her like every week. To be fair, but do you get me? I see her every week. Do you get me? But in terms of messaging, cool. You don't call her message that much. She'll call me when she needs to ask me something, or whether ask something quickly about this, or if she needs me to come and get this and that, or do you get me?
Yeah.
Not really, but it's like, I guess it's a kind of like, we're family, innit?
Yeah.
We're family. So what you're saying we're family, yeah. So have you got, in terms of how you define your inner circle, yeah, your brethren's more sit in the like mid in the circle and not the inner circle.
No.
And to be fair, that's just my definition. So you could
What do you mean?
Because I'm just defining inner circle, mid inner circle, and outer circle. Do you get me? You might have a different like.
So I think mine is just like it's like family. Then there's inner circle.
Okay, I hear you.
Then there's the mid circle, and then there's just the outer circle, which is just everyone. And I feel because I got a lot of people that, because the kind of person I am, I'm not. So for example, this is where lines get blurred, because I'm not the same with everyone in the mid circle as I am with everyone in the inner circle. I'm not the same with everyone in the same circle. Does that make sense? So everyone in the mid circle, actually, even in that circle, that's just like if you think of a chart where there's different points and then in one ring you can get one that's mad close to the inner circle. That's mad close to the outer circle.
Yeah, of course.
But that's literally just because of the interaction I've had with that person.
I think that makes sense. Everyone's not going to be on the same line.
But then do you know what it is as well? Yeah, but because of,
I hope people are visualizing. I hope you're visualizing what we're talking about.
But because of the people that are on the outer circle that I've had like a mad deep interaction with, like I've treated them the same as the people in my family or people in my inner circle, for example. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's just because I'm actually genuinely trying to help someone or be a friend and all the rest of it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I might do something mad for someone in the outer circle that I have never done for someone in my inner circle. But it doesn't mean I love them any more or less. It's just that's what the situation dictated, and that's the kind of person I am in it. I don't force myself to do things, and I don't force myself to not do things. So if something comes natural to me, I'm gonna do it. And if that's gonna help you out, then I'm gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? And because of that, I've developed a lot of long-term friends, good friends, and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's people that I haven't known for that long, but I feel like I'm a good read of character in terms of characters that will gel well with me. So I can read it from someone and be like, do you know, like I do want to help you out, and I do see like, I don't know, some quality in you or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, and not necessarily I see quality in you, just like
you
like
vibe, innit?
Yeah, exactly, literally.
We vibe still. But yeah,
Literally.
that's a big one for me.
That's
Still,
a
in
big
terms of life lesson, I'll say for me, yeah, fam, that is
Yeah,
massive.
I learned one very recently, as in like the other week. Obviously, I said what I said last week, innit? Just in that everybody's still trying to kind of like figure things out in life or whatnot. Yeah. The one I learned the other week was that, like, fam, you know when things affect you, yeah, like they affect you still, whether or not you address it or not. Because I was in a situation whereby like I was kind of confronted with something like in my face, innit? And I'd known of this thing. And I knew that, like, I knew this thing had, do you get what I mean, had happened, innit? But it was confronted, like, I was confronted with it in my face, innit? I was thinking, flip. And the way I reacted in that instance, yeah, like, I couldn't even understand. I was like welling up in that. You know, like, I'm not somebody that's not my go-to reaction to stuff, innit?
Yeah.
So for me to be welling up at something is like, oh my flipping. So as it was happening, I was thinking, nah, brother,
what's happening?
What is actually going on, innit? But it's my body reacting to what's there. You know what I mean? And naturally, because it's being confronted, because I'm seeing it in my face, yeah, naturally I'm reacting to it. But this is something that I've known for years, and I've felt like, not like it's whatever, but I've kind of, it is what it is kind of thing, you know. Okay, this has happened, you know what I mean? Boom. But when seeing it in my face, yeah, it was like flip. Like I was proper reacting to it, innit?
And that's the thing though, I think in terms of like the way that sometimes we break down situations, and that's why, especially with our generation, I think, let's say with men, because I think our thing is always, alright, cool, it is what it is, whatever it is, but we don't actually deal with it properly. Do you get what I'm saying? So because of that, yeah, that's why we're always having delayed reactions to things. That's why we're not. Sometimes people ask you when you've lost someone close to you, and you're like, right, it hasn't hit me yet, like because of how we deal with things. Like we just don't always deal with things like mad head on. Yeah. So.
And I had a conversation with my sister about it, and she had already felt those things because when the thing had happened, she had immediately already kind of
dealt with it.
Dealt with it in that way. Do you get what I mean? And me, I'd never really. And if you'd asked me about it, my attitude towards it would always be like, oh, okay, until boom, I saw it and I was like, oh, flip.
Yeah.
So yeah, the lesson is that, fam, like, it's there, innit? If something's happened and you don't necessarily address it, yeah, it's definitely still there, and you don't necessarily want it. You don't want for a situation to occur whereby you're confronted with it, for you to be able to kind of like feel that way, innit? Or for you to kind of express the way you feel. You want to try and deal with it beforehand, innit? But like you're saying, like we have delayed reactions to things sometimes, and a lot of the time you could be quite practical about things as well, innit? As in like, okay, cool, this thing has happened, now this is an absolute, and there's nothing that could be changed about it. So what's the point in like feeling a way about it or whatnot?
So your lesson is more so like addressing things
when you feel them.
Is that, but are you talking
and not burying not burying things as well,
addressing them?
So like, are you like talking about things in general, or talking about like more of the major things that happen? Because you know sometimes there's little things that are like, fam,
you can't let it affect your day right now. I don't think you can't be talking about, for example, you're going to work and it's been a crap morning, you can't be thinking about all those little things that are
throughout the whole day.
You're basically talking about the bigger things.
Yeah, the bigger things, because it is something about a big one. But then even in saying that about the little things as well, because the little things will build up.
So imagine
that can explode.
Imagine your, because I feel like this is one that I feel like, because someone basically told me a situation that happened to them, and that they're gonna chat to their brethren about it, but their brethren made a comment, and that comment affected them there. And I was like, fam, just chat to them. But obviously when they explained that, I was like, I hear it. It's not as easy as I'm saying, but that's the actual answer. But obviously it's not easy to do. So are you talking about things like that as well, where it's like something has annoyed you? Is it those things as well?
Those things as well still, because that's so I had an instance whereby, this is earlier on in life, whereby little things had built up and into an explosion. You know what I mean? And this one I'm talking about now is like a big thing. So I've experienced both of it in that, like, so I've seen little things, and little things have kind of affected me and rubbed me the wrong way. And then I've waited for it to kind of, I've tried to, but in that instance, I've tried to overlook it and try to like see the good in somebody or something like that in that first kind of instance with the little things. So I've had that example, and I've also had an example of something that is like very big in it. So I think it's important to do both in it.
Yeah, no,
because it will ultimately come out. That's the thing.
It's true.
And in ways that you didn't even know, or even brother. When I was welling up in that, I was literally thinking like,
what's going on?
Nah,
trust
what's going on with me? Like, what is actually happening right now, bro?
Me still. It's actually.
And my sister said like sometimes your body reacts before like your mind does or whatnot, and that's literally what was happening, man. It was mad stuff.
I remember one time I was having a conversation about something, and I felt that I could feel. I can't explain it, but. And this is not even a boasting thing, but if you know me, I'm not someone who actually really cries. Like, I'm not. It's not even like a boast, or it's just not me. The fact, my sister, huh?
Yeah, literally.
It's just, fam. It's just not me. Innit? Like the fact, my sister always used to make jokes that it's like you're weird. Do you get me? In the way that you process, the way you process things is strange. It's like me and my mum, cause I'm similar to my mum. My mum's not. Funny enough, my mum's not bare emotional. That do you get me? That's actually not the way she is. She's just very much like, if a hit comes, she's like, all right, cool. Right, what are we gonna do, or how can we move, or what's the? Do you get me? So, I remember there was one time now, I was talking, yeah. And because I don't, it sounds so dumb, but because I don't cry often, it felt like.
It feels foreign to you, man.
Bro, my whole body feels kind of weird.
Yeah, it feels weird. You're all thinking like, what's actually going on? Yeah, it's
very overwhelming, bro. My whole body feels so weird.
Yeah,
that I'm about to like cry.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It feels so strange. In that's like, fam, what, like,
what's actually happening?
I feel like it's even making it worse now.
Yeah,
because now I'm thinking, oh crap. Like, I'm not even, do you get me? It's not only the thing that I'm sad about, it's now the fact that what the hell?
What's going on?
Do you get me?
Hey, that's literally what I thought.
So those two things on top here is making the whole situation worse. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Bro, I remember that happened to me once. Yeah, I was so pissed off. Like I was, because my thing is, like I don't cry. I don't, like, it's just not my thing. Yeah, but people always like, always chatting crap about my sister's wedding. My sister's wedding, bro. I was definitely not gonna cry, bro. You know, sneaky, bro. But do you know what it is, yeah? You're too dumb, bro.
And you didn't figure out your delivery.
I do a straight face.
Delivery did a straight face.
I do a straight face. Yeah. I do a straight face to everyone, fam. So everyone knows. Listen, even if there's a reason for man to well up right now, man's face is so straight, as in you don't know if I'm happy or sad. You just think I'm mad, fam. But then obviously when I was younger, I cry out of anger, innit? I was one of them guys that I can get, like, you just see a tear come on my face and then it's super shameful from then on. but there was a time, where like it was like an open forum as well, kind of thing, and we was talking about something, you lot were there as well, and like it just made me think about something that I actually, like, I can't even explain how dear this thing is to man. And I don't ever talk about, if anything, if I want to talk about it to someone, I'm just going to talk about it as like, listen, at the end of the day, I have to be accountable for my actions because I've gone and done whatever I've done. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I can also, I'm not dumb. I can tell when something has had an impact. Obviously, still, I'm accountable for what I've done afterwards because of, I didn't know how to compute that kind of impact or whatever it was. So obviously, I'm not thinking about it as logically as I said it to you then, and I'm just saying it. And you lot know me. I do that from time to time. From time to time, I just start sharing because I don't share nothing normally. So then when I do it, it's kind of mad, and then I just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and I remember that time, so I was like, raw, boom, and I was like, but fam, like, and do you know what it is as well? Yeah, it's like one of those things. It's like I've got one or two reactions in it, like when I think someone's chatting rubbish, in it. And it's either like, right, cool, I'm just going to go mad logical about it. Or I'm just going to get mad emotional about it, innit? So then I was like, nah, but like, I think I was responding to something and like, nah, that's not true because boom, boom, boom. And like, this has happened and this is the stance. This is you lot's pattern of behaviour. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then I remember I just started welling up here, sort of thing. I just had to leave here. And I was just thinking, nah. Then, do you know what happens? I get so angry that I can't believe man has done that. I was fuming. I was livid. I was actually livid, my vibe is, I don't know what it is, and I don't know what's wrong with man, because my vibe is, when I get really upset, I just want to fight, or like something has to happen that's physical. Even if someone gives me 3 blows in my face, cool, sweet. But you guys want to say, like, something just has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because do you know what I mean? Like, so anyway, so that's what it transcended to. Basically, it was like, listen, So man's all welling up and that to the extent that man's had to leave the room. And I'm thinking, what kind of drama is that? Like, I'm actually mad upset about it, bruv. So yeah, man, I'm not really a crier either, to be honest. I don't cry, to be honest. Even when things happen and that. The maddest thing is, like, our generation is so weird, man, because there's so many people like me that when you hear something mad and it's bad news, sometimes you even laugh. Like, which is weird. It's so weird, fam. Like, do you know what I mean? But God knows, I honestly don't know why that happens sometimes. Like, I just don't compute things in a normal way, bro.
Do you know what it is though? Do you remember that story with Fuzzy? Remember that video where the girl is pranking her mum in the car? She said that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
It's like in the like there's a pit. It's like
The man is easier. The man is
only lead picking marriage.
The thing is, it's a genuine reaction.
Fam.
As in, you know, bare these YouTubers, they put their fake pranks in it. That is actually a genuine reaction, and it's the reaction that, you know me, I pride myself in not reacting like that to things. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm very like melancholy or whatever it is. So then when these things happen, you don't see you can't detect a big change in my mood, innit? But that is a genuine reaction. Like, she actually's like, the fibre of her being,
bro. Because she paused first.
She paused, didn't it?
She paused. And not only that, there was that, then there was the laughter, then there was what you gonna do, then there was the anger again. And fam, it's not linear, you know.
It's not.
It's whatever you feel in that moment.
Word.
Literally.
That video,
that video is bloody hilarious.
It's actually jokes, bro.
We need to add that year into the pod, fam.
No, you cannot be trusted.
Nah, man.
Oh my days. Well, it's mad still. I think obviously with life as well, as you go on, there's so many more lessons that you're gonna fam, there's so much more to learn, fam.
What's another lesson you think?
No, go.
I think one of the lessons that I learned is about just that. Actually, my mum used to say it to me all the time as well. Yeah, but listen, everything is harder to do the second time round, and I feel like this might not go for everyone. This might just go for me, innit? And maybe she was speaking to me because she knew me, innit? But like, you know the thing where, like, for example, exams. Doing it the second time around, fair enough, you got more knowledge. You know the kind of questions that's going to come out there. But I don't think it's about that. I think it's all about a mental thing. It's a mental thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's this guy here. He goes around doing like bad interviews, innit? Like pranks on YouTube, innit? And he's always saying, when they ask him like a question, like that's about, alright, cool, so you've got 5 customers in, like what are you gonna do about it? He's like, oh, that's a mental thing. Like, it's just a mindset thing. No, he says it's a mindset thing. That sort of thing, innit? It's just funny. So that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm making reference to. But anyway, but for me, it's a mindset thing, innit? So I think a lot of the time, you see me, once I know I can do something, listen, the priority that thing takes in my life, goes from like priority number 1, to like priority number 6,000. As in, nah, trust me, bro. As soon as I've done something and I know, this thing is easily achievable, or I can easily do this, mind over matter, boom. All of a sudden, it's like, do you know what I mean? I've lost all motivation to actually do the thing properly.
Because
you know what I'm saying? And now, what that means is that when it does come down to the time where now, actually, no, I need to do this thing, because I've been pushing it back because I know I can easily do this thing, then boom. Now it's taking me a lot longer to do this thing. It's taking a lot more brain work and all the rest of it just to get myself up to do this thing. Do you know what I mean? To motivate myself to do this thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's just like, so I think for me that's one of the things that I learned, and it's in the small things and it's in the big things as well. Because I think even in terms of daily tasks, one of the things I've been trying to do now is just like things that take like 60 seconds to do, for example. Just do it straight away. Don't even waste time. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Don't even push it back and be like, it's only going to take 60 seconds, so I'll do it later. No, just do it now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Everything that you can do within your power.
It's funny because it's a good point actually, because I think subconsciously I think I'm the same. I think when it comes to things that I know that I'm good at, I
just push
my thought that is that when it comes around again I can just do it. But then you don't remember the work that it took you to do it the first time,
all the factors, you're good at it. All the external factors that were motivating you the first time. You know when and for me, when I first encounter something, that's when I'm gonna be the most like, I don't know, not excited about it, but I'm gonna put my all in more because do you get what I'm trying to say? Because it's the first time and I want to make sure I've done it properly and done it justice. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then
no, I was just gonna say as you're talking, I'm thinking one of the things for me, I remember that one thing so even in college I done essay based subjects in it. uni, I've done economics because I like arguing the point in terms of critical thinking. Like I love like seeing both sides, blah blah blah. But I got to a point in life where I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm good. I done critical thinking. I'm good at it. Then I just stopped reading.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like I stopped reading. I stopped
doing
doing
you
the
completed
things,
it.
Yeah,
that I completed it.
And
I absolutely did it.
You definitely have it.
I
And I
absolutely
think
did it.
if there was going to be like a title for what I've learned, it would be the fact that it's an ongoing journey, basically.
Yeah,
like nothing.
facts.
You haven't actually completed anything.
Yeah, you haven't.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And you have to give everything the same sort of respect. First time, second time, third time. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's the only way to be consistent in life, and that's the only way to achieve the most in life, really.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I think it's just that, and I was thinking about it, and it is the small things, it is the medium things, and it is the big things as well, bro. Because at the end of the day, you know how you live your life consistently. If it's everything that you think you're good at, you're pushing back. When a big thing comes, because you think you're good at it, you'll still be treating it with little priority when you're supposed to be treating it with like higher priority and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's like a big lesson for me as well, to be honest.
No, it's true still. That's mad because as you're talking, I'm actually just thinking about bare little things. I think sometimes that's why people can be like jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because you've touched it. It's like, okay, like,
I can do that.
Yeah,
good
I can
enough.
do that. Yeah,
like good enough.
And
But
then
then,
move on.
yeah.
I'm not gonna.
And then you move on to the next
thing.
Yeah, literally.
And you're just good enough, and you're just and that. Hey,
and that's
Bad
literally how I
stuff.
describe myself.
Yeah.
you know what? As well, yeah, it's so dangerous
It's bad still.
because there could actually be a skill gift
That you're supposed to. That is like your
you
thing.
can dive into.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah.
because it's not getting the appropriate attention. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just like
And it's mad as I use an example of like so doing scripts and stuff like so when you do our plays and that fam, the time that I was actually at I'm delving into this thing, that was when the performance was like like I was so happy with like what I did, innit?
Yeah.
And like you know like before it's that there's been times whereby like we might do like a small, let's say like a 10-minute 15-minute thing or whatever, and I'm kind of like it's kind of I don't really need to like do as much work. And more time when I come off the stage I'm like fam, I'm not really happy with what I did, innit? But when you actually delve into it, fam, on the other side of it, like you feel like proper like fulfilled and like actually that was good, innit? You feel proper good about it.
No, facts.
I hear that, man. So yeah, man. Just make sure you're giving everything the full respect it deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do you know what it is as well? It's just like, like even when you're working, do it. So if you're doing it onto the Lord sort of thing, it's just like putting your best into everything you do. And obviously that's hard because I feel like energy-wise, fam, man is lacking and suffering right now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I just feel like I think that's the same with a lot of people. Obviously lockdown as well, it's just zapped everyone's energy really. But yeah, man, it's just you got to find something to motivate yourself, bruv, and just be pushing yourself. Every little thing you do, basically, innit? And just trying to get it done right first time. Do you know what I mean? So
no, facts. I think, and because we're sharing it.
Should we reel it off?
Huh?
Start reeling them off.
Fam, I think another life lesson for man is, it sounds so cliche, yeah, but like, fam, this too shall pass.
yeah, word.
That for me, I think, and it's easy to say now.
Yeah.
Do you get me? But this too shall pass. In terms of like my situations, fam.
That's one of the hardest things to accept as well.
Hardest.
Because you don't, obviously, it's when you have to, the whole let go, let God. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like, we're not going to understand certain things, innit? And to us, it's like, like, why did this happen, innit? And it's valid to feel that to a degree, innit? Because certain things happen and it disrupts our actual, our world, innit? As we know it or whatever, innit? And it's so hard sometimes because we're not going to get answers to certain things. Sometimes God will give you the grace and give you the answer. And certain times it's like, that's just...
You just got to be happy with the way that was just the way things were, innit?
Literally.
And do you know what's mad? I feel like I do it a bit too much though. So I feel like I do the whole this too shall pass too much. So because of that, if someone else is involved in the situation, they're like, why aren't you like
what though?
giving this the same?
Give like a fake or real or fake example or something.